Have you ever stopped for a moment and questioned if the world around you, what you see, what you feel, what you think, is truly as it seems? The air flowing past your skin, the words exchanged in your daily conversations, even your deepest private thoughts. Could all of these things actually be forms of energy? Hey there, today I invite you on a journey into a mystery so profound, it might completely reshape your understanding of reality. We're diving into the remarkable truth behind consciousness, energy, and your very own existence. Whether you're fascinated by ancient wisdom, curious about neuroscience, or passionate about leading a more empowered life, today's exploration will not just offer answers, it could ignite a real transformation within you. Get ready to discover not only how energy underlies everything, but how your consciousness shapes your reality, and how you can harness these insights for deep, lasting personal change. Let's kick things off with a simple scenario. When you wake up each morning, do you slip into familiar thoughts, the same emotions, the same routines that ruled your yesterday, and possibly the day before that too? Have you ever wondered why life always seems to loop around similar patterns, even when change is what you desire most? Today, we'll uncover the roots of these patterns, and, more importantly, how you can break free from them. First, let's unpack that philosophical punchline: everything is energy. What does this truly mean? According to science, when you zoom into the most basic building blocks of anything, you don't just find matter, you find pulses and waves, pure energy. Quantum physics, the branch that examines life's tiniest details, proves that every thought, every emotion, every cell of your body vibrates with energy. When you experience joy, anger, or fear, your internal chemistry changes. Your energetic signature transforms and ripples through your entire being. This isn't only modern science. Ancient spiritual traditions have taught this for thousands of years. The Vedic texts famously declare, "As is the universe, so is the self." Tibetan Buddhists use meditation and energy balancing to cultivate deep peace. Ancient Egyptian rituals describe connecting with your highest essence, the Ka, as a source of wisdom and power. Let's get scientific for a moment with neuroscience. Neuroscience shows that your brain creates distinct neural pathways for every habit, thought, and emotion that you repeatedly experience. Most of these are formed in childhood, often so deeply that you might not even recognize how they're running your adult life. If you were repeatedly criticized as a child, you may struggle with insecurity, anxiety, or low self-worth as an adult. Nearly 95% of your daily life is governed by subconscious programs, the invisible scripts buried beneath your awareness. The impact? Immense. Your mindset, emotional responses, and life decisions stem from these early, subconscious patterns. You may try to change by thinking positively, reciting affirmations, or binging motivational content, but after a few days, old habits return like clockwork. This is called the biochemical Groundhog Day, where your reactions hinge on the same old emotional and chemical patterns, and mere willpower struggles to offer lasting change. Which brings us to the major question: can you rewrite these underlying programs? Can you authentically shift your reality? The answer is absolutely yes. But it demands deep understanding, practical tools, and above all, consistency. Let's begin by recognizing your core emotions, the ones you always fall back on. Many people unconsciously live in fear, doubt, insecurity, or guilt, the lower frequency emotions. Think about it. When faced with a challenge, is your first response anxiety, self-criticism, or regret? These emotional loops keep you locked into old patterns and make true change harder. Step 1. Identify your dominant emotions. If fear is your biggest block, ask yourself, where did this fear begin? Was it a past experience, a relationship, or something in my family background? Write it down, reflect, and become deeply aware of your emotional roots. Once you recognize your core emotion, it's time to flip the script. That means challenging the story every time you encounter that emotion. When you feel afraid, pause and ask, if I weren't afraid right now, what would I feel instead? How would I see myself if this emotion didn't run my life? By doing this, you slowly rewire your cognitive patterns and open new pathways for possibility. Here is a next-level technique: broadcast override. This method is both simple and powerful. In neuroscience, it's called subconscious reconditioning. Whenever you wake up or fall asleep, your mind is especially open to new suggestions. During this window, repeat affirmations, positive statements over and over. Say things like, I am confident. My life is transforming. I am becoming better every day. Most importantly, speak them with feeling, not as a rote mantra. When you do this regularly, your body and brain start embodying new energetic states, shifting the old patterns over time. Let's organize this with a structured subconscious pattern rewrite process. 6 steps to true transformation. 1. Write down the recurring issues or habits that trouble you. 2. Identify the emotion behind them: fear, shame, doubt. 3. Think back to past experiences that triggered these responses and observe your automatic reaction. 4. Replay that experience in your mind, but imagine responding as your future self, the version of you who's already changed. 5. Spend a few moments each day feeling what it's like to be this future self. 6. The next time the old situation arises, act from this new identity. This consistent practice gradually rewires your subconscious programs. Now for the game-changing idea. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you authentically believe yourself to be. People often quote the law of attraction. Think it, get it. Actually, you only receive what your identity, emotions, and beliefs match at the deepest level. If you habitually see yourself as weak, a loser, or anxious, those situations keep cycling into your life. To change this, try identity shifting. You must deeply feel, think, and act as the person you wish to become, not just as an idea, but as real, lived experience. This is called the Identity Embodiment Protocol. Suppose your goal is to be a successful entrepreneur. Then each day in meditation, conjure the emotions, thoughts, and physical posture of your future self. When you live those states, your body language, hormonal balance, and neural wiring begin to change. Dr. Joe Dispenza, a leading neuroscientist, teaches, when you feel the future in the present, your brain and body begin changing in alignment with that new future. Let's add more practical techniques, powerful daily rituals you can use right now. First, heart-brain coherence meditation, intensively researched by the HeartMath Institute. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, breathe deeply and slowly, and focus on your heartbeat. Generate feelings of gratitude, love, or calm. Imagine energy from your heart flowing up to your mind. With regular practice, the waves between your heart and brain synchronize, boosting clarity, resilience, and emotional balance. Next up, timeline collapse. Science suggests that time isn't always linear. Multiple possibilities exist at once. You can call future states into the present moment. Sit quietly. Imagine the version of yourself you're destined to be. Visualize every detail, feeling, and behavior as your future self. Now deeply feel those sensations in your body and mind, declaring inwardly, I am already who I wish to become. This ritual helps dissolve the perceived boundaries of time and invites powerful change into your immediate reality. Let's not forget the Egyptian Ka Invocation, a mystical practice of connecting with your highest soul essence. Close your eyes in meditation. Envision a brilliant golden light above your head. Imagine this light descending gently into your body, infusing you with wisdom, inspiration, and protection. Allow yourself to feel empowered, serene, and profoundly filled with divine energy. For deep physical and emotional shifts, try cellular command techniques. Place your fingertips over your heart or any area needing healing. Take slow breaths and mentally command your cells. My cells are healthy, powerful, and filled with positive energy. Over time, your body responds to these focused intentions, supporting improved health and vitality. Energy projection and shielding are extremely useful in protecting your space, especially when you feel emotionally exposed or vulnerable. Take a few minutes to imagine a cocoon of radiant energy around you. Picture it growing thicker and brighter, blocking any negativity or unwanted influence. Affirm, I am safe. My energy is strong and protected. With practice, this method not only wards off negativity, but boosts confidence and inner stability. True change isn't stored in new habits or thoughts. It lives in daily, repeated practice. That's why you need a consistent routine for mastery. Start your mornings with a heart-brain coherence meditation. Follow it up with written or spoken affirmations. Spend a few moments with timeline collapse visualizations. Try cellular command, and immediately switch to new self-talk when old habits crop up. Throughout your day, Jot down things you're grateful for to keep your energy high and open to abundance. Let's go deeper. What we're talking about isn't just ritual or philosophy. Modern scientific evidence increasingly validates these ideas. Quantum physics reveals that how you perceive reality can actually transform the outcome. Neuroscience confirms that focused emotional reprogramming can physically rewire your brain. Spiritual traditions, both ancient and modern, reiterate that conscious intention can reshape your inner and outer worlds. So, if you're genuinely seeking transformation, cement this lesson in mind. Change doesn't start outside. It begins and matures inside you. Identify your recurring emotions, thoughts, and habits. Accept them, then make space for higher, positive energy. Use affirmations, emotional shifts, and identity protocols daily to rebuild the inner foundation of who you are. This is a journey that requires patience, discernment, and steady commitment. And finally, realize this: you create your reality through your energy, mindset, and authentic sense of self. When you deeply believe, I am capable, I am powerful, I can sculpt my life into something beautiful, your energy transforms, and life's outcomes follow suit. Whatever future you envision, start embodying it right now. Practice daily affirmations, rituals, gratitude, and conscious reprogramming. Reinvent your identity. Stay consistent, and watch as your world truly begins to change. If these strategies resonate with you, start practicing them, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated. Share your experiences and challenges in the comments. What is your toughest habit to break, and what are you trying to change? In future videos, I'll dive even deeper, offering practical demonstrations and answering your questions. Thank you for being here, and remember, you are the creator of your energy and your life.